You ever watch those trail running videos where everyone's all smiling and running up a steep hill really fast like it's no big deal? This isn't one of those videos. I've already climbed 8,000 feet and I got 4,000 more to go. This is Spain's highest mountain, Ruta 040. Sea to summit, 12,000 feet and 16 miles. This is my third day in the Canary Islands. I'm on the island of Gran Canaria. I'm just here for a day, really just half of a day, an afternoon, and I wanted to run part of the Transgrancanaria. It's a 127 kilometer ultra marathon that takes place 2 weeks from now, so I'm just missing it. I just want to run the last 14 miles of it or so, down to the beach, to the hotel, and hopefully make it back in time for dinner. I really would have liked to do a little bit more of the trail, but we were staying on the island of Tenerife during Carnaval. And I did not get very much sleep, so... just happy to be getting anything done right now. This is like if someone built a town inside the Grand Canyon. It's giving me big Grand Canyon vibes. Oh, and there's like houses on the top too. It's crazy. I guess that's where I'm going. That's the trail. Hotter than I expected for mid-February. Up and over that first ridge line there, into another beautiful valley. It looks like the trail is gonna go right down there. I'm hoping it's downhill the rest of the way because I've only got 2 hours till dinner. Let's see how this goes. Here we go, turn right here. Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. It's hot. This trail is kicking my butt. Zone 4 alarm is going off. This was supposed to be an easy downhill. Oh, thank goodness. Some shade. Oh, there we go. Just thought of something silly. You know how earlier I said this is like the Grand Canyon? Well, more like the Gran Can area in... Get it? Gran Canaria? This canyon also reminds me of one of the scenes in Starship Troopers. The Grand Canyon is getting a little shorter, so maybe I'm almost back to civilization. past the highway. I think the finish line is just ahead. It looks like it's that tent up there is the park where the Transgrancanaria ultramarathon finishes. And that's it. That's the end. I'm in the park. Now I've got 2 miles back to the hotel, about an hour, so plenty of time for dinner. After a short time on Gran Canaria, I took the ferry back to Tenerife to prep for my adventure up Mount Teide on Ruta 040. This trail climbs over 12,500 feet of elevation over the next 17.5 miles. It starts at Socorro Beach and climbs steep local streets for a little bit, and then it transitions to dirt tracks through green pines and vegetation before reaching the Teide National Park. From there, you get 3.5 miles of gentle hills before you reach Montaña Blanca, which meets up with the more popular La Rambleta trail that then goes to the summit. Just checking in to the hotel, and we have a view of the mountain. It's right in between those trees right there. The sun is setting right on it. I spent part of that day scoping out the summit. I drove up to the Teide National Park and took the local tram to the station near the top. Look at that parking spot right up front. Alright, so day before, I'm supposed to do Ruta 040, just kind of scoping out where can I get water. Is there water up here? And I found right next to the ranger station was a vending machine that sold bottled water, which was nice. But it only accepted coins, so I needed to make sure I had coins with me. And now, right, I had water vaguely figured out. I wouldn't be able to refill anywhere until I reached the summit. So I packed my bag for a long day. Water was still a concern, so I brought a very heavy 4.5 liters of water. I brought almost 4,000 calories in gels and bars, and some cold weather clothes just in case. "3:16 in the morning. I've just arrived at Playa Del Soccorro. This is the beach, and here is the start of Ruta 040. The route starts when I touch the water, so head down to the beach, touch the water, and get started. All right, that's it. Let's do this. Just over a mile in, about 30 minutes, already 1,000 feet. I've decided I'm just gonna take it easy until I can dump some of the water and lighten my bag. It's the middle of winter, the middle of February, and it is hot in the morning. Right, it's almost 4 o'clock. It's probably already 65, 70 degrees. About 4 miles in, just stashed my first half liter of water at these big antennas, so let's hope I remember this in 12 hours from now and can find it. All right, I'm 5 miles in, just over 2 hours, 10 minutes, 3,800 feet. There's a nice little sign. I don't know who this guy is right here that's running. I don't know how you run any of this. This is just straight up the whole way. Miles, 3.5 hours, just over 6,000 feet. I am ready to stash the last of my water behind this little sign here. The sun is just starting to peek up. All right. Let's hope I don't forget it. My bag is still really heavy. I think I still have 3 liters of water, and the sun's not up, and it's like 8 miles, 6,000 feet to the top, so maybe I overpacked. It's pretty windy here in the outer crater. About 12 miles in, about to start the big climb up. It's not that cold. As long as I'm moving, I'm fine. And the sun, getting close to the sun too, so good weather today, I guess. I've already climbed 8,000 feet, and I got 4,000 more to go. Just after 9 a.m. I've been on the trail for 5 hours, 45 minutes. I have a permit to climb to the peak, but the permit's only valid from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., which means I have less than 2 hours to summit and get off the peak. So, got a little bit of pressure now to perform and crush, even though, let's see, we've done 9,000 feet of climbing. Which means we got 3,000, a little over 3,000 feet to go. Maybe. I'm worried about the altitude. It's usually around like 9 or 10 is when it starts to hurt. I've also got to be back in the car by 7 p.m. because I've got a Valentine's Day dinner that I've got to be back for. That's at 9 o'clock. So, can't mess that up. Way over there, that's the those are the observatories. This is supposed to be one of the nicest spots for stargazing. 6 hours, 40 minutes, 10,500 feet. There's a, I can't talk, I'm just gonna do a voiceover. 20 minutes left on my permit. I was hoping I was close, but This sign says I still have 2 kilometers to get to the station where the trail to the top starts, so I'm not sure they're gonna let me out. Let's find out what happens. Ranger station, and everything is closed because of the wind. There were some locals that said the gate was open so I can go ahead. It's just windy and dangerous, so I'm gonna give it a shot. If it doesn't happen, not a big deal. I'm cold. It is super windy. Coming down, I can finally breathe a little better. I can finally feel my hands again. They were just completely numb. Got warm enough to take off the jacket. It's 1 o'clock. I got just under 15 miles to go, so that's 6 hours, a little less than 6 hours, if I want to make it back in time for Valentine's dinner. Now, everything up at the top was closed. The tram was closed, the bathrooms were closed, and there's supposed to be vending machines at the bathrooms. Those were closed, and that's where I was planning on getting water and food. Good thing is, still got 2.5 liters of water on me and another liter stashed down the hill. But I only have like 300 calories left of food, so this is gonna suck. Just gotta ration my food and hope I'm able to run a little bit if I'm gonna make it back in time. All right, this is it. Playa del Soccorro, 23 kilometers. Can I run yet? When the volcano erupted 1,000 years ago, it shot out these big fireballs, these rocks essentially. These giant boulders went flying out. Some of them went miles away, and they're massive. I'm running, but it's downhill, and I'm not smiling, and I feel awful. My feet hurt, I'm hungry, and I think I'm gonna finish, so. I could really use a second wind. I'm running behind schedule. My watch says ETA to finish 7:30 p.m., so that's gonna make me late for Valentine's. So I told myself, I'm gonna run to that fence and try to run as much as I can. Just take it bit by bit. day to go. I'm taking a look at the mountain from a distance, and I finally understand like why that section was so hard. That bit right there, it just felt like it didn't end. And I mean, yeah, it's big. It's really big. You can see one of the other islands in the distance. I think that is La Gomera, poking through the trees there and poking through the clouds. Whoa, now we got two islands coming through the clouds. There's that one before and the other one poking up in the distance. Oh boy, look at this. No, can't see shit. Well, can't see anything because the sunrise behind it, but we're more than halfway down. 13 kilometers to go. And then what's gonna be fun about the rest, I did this part in the dark, so this is all gonna be new. Unless the clouds are in the way, then we're not gonna see anything again. Is this the first stash? Right behind this? Does anybody see it? Does anybody see my water? Maybe not there. Just over a marathon down. 7.5 miles to go. Okay, how about this one? I remember there being like another road. No water? Does anybody see my water? Oh! There it is. There it is. Alright, this feels super bad to have carried all this water. But I don't need it. This mist is really interesting. So what I read is the mist is formed from the sun hitting the ocean, and basically the ocean's evaporating a bit. And then it rises up to the mountainside here, and it actually hydrates and waters all the plants. So that's why all of a sudden we went from dry and barren to nice and green. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what's happening, but it's like kind of raining, kind of drizzling, but it's not like foggy mist. I think there's so much moisture on the trees that the trees are raining. Anytime I walk under a tree, it's just like actual little downpour. It's fun. No views of the city. Oh, see? Check this out. Very little water here. And then right there, it's like raining in this spot. And what do we see above us? Hypothesis confirmed. Is there a reason? There's something that you hide from me. Is this it? Is this the stash? Oh. All right, maybe I keep this one just for fun or for the car. My knees are going to explode, and I think I still have 2,000 feet to go on concrete. It's gonna be slow, last 2 miles. My knees, my poor knees. Oh, it's raining. It's like real rain this time. They do this just to mess with you. Right at the end, when you're right at the highway, they have you go up this big incline just to get to the off-ramp, to go down to the beach. Oh, jeez. This is a very special occasion. Ruta 040 would be the last time I'm wearing this pair of La Sportiva Mutants. They've been through about 500 miles with me. Cactus to Clouds, 10 Peaks, Milford Track in New Zealand, my first ultra marathon, the Catalina 50, and now this, my biggest mountain to date. Great pair of shoes, and I'm thankful to have been able to use them. All right, confession. I didn't even get to park down at the beach. I had to park up the hill because the gate for the beach parking doesn't open till 6 a.m. So here I am with one more hill. This is a big hill. It's It's about an hour and a half back to the hotel. Get me there by 8. Dinner's at 9. I think we got this.